Sister Wives' real reason Kody Brown didn't want to discard wives. Sister Wives fans know that Kody Brown more or less pushed his wives away until they were ready to leave him. That way, he didn't have to take accountability or blame for the failed marriage. He maintains he did this so no wife felt discarded. Over the years, fans have speculated why he failed to initiate any of the divorces. But in last night's episode, he listed his own reasons for not discarding his wives. See what he had to say. Kody Brown keeps claiming he didn't love his wives. Sister Wives star Kody Brown welcomed 13 children with his first 3 wives. And yet, he continuously claims he never loved Cristin, Meri, or Janelle. His actions and words have been undoubtedly hurtful. So why does he keep saying it? Although Kody claims he never enjoyed having 4 wives, he gave his own reasons for keeping them around. You don't get to be in plural marriage with leadership. Leadership will never allow you to marry again if you're discarding wives. I was in terrible relationships but wasn't willing to discard them. I didn't want to discard them, Kody Brown admitted during last night's episode. Didn't even know I was in terrible relationships, Kody continued. You don't know you're in a bad relationship. You just think you're in a normal relationship because all of your friends have the same problem, until you're in a normal relationship that has deep emotional intimacy, and you don't have the F and F. The second word is fight. Or F and S, and the first word is fight. That doesn't create intimacy. That just creates orgasms. The family patriarch humiliates his first wife on camera. Not everyone believes Kody's story about never loving his wives. But that's what he continues to tell them, even when it's incredibly painful. This season, fans think Kody has completely humiliated Meri by continuing to put her down. You know what really sucks? It's not divorce that sucks. It's marrying the wrong person because you don't know, he told her in a recent episode. Wow, Oak, because you married me at 6 months, you married the wrong person and you just didn't know, Meri replied. All I know is that you and I have different timestamps on when we weren't happy anymore, Kody insisted. Kody Brown, the patriarch of the Brown family on the hit reality show Sister Wives, has been a figure of both intrigue and controversy for over a decade. His journey with plural marriage, alongside his wives Meri, Janelle, Cristin, and Robin, has captivated audiences, sparking discussions on the complexities of love, family, and commitment in a polygamous setting. But as the years have unfolded, viewers have increasingly wondered why, amid numerous challenges and apparent strains on relationships, Kody has seemed so adamant about not discarding his wives, despite tensions rising to the surface. On the show, Kody often speaks about his faith, which is deeply rooted in the principles of the Apostolic United Brethren, a sect of fundamentalist Mormonism. This faith not only supports but encourages plural marriage as a pathway to spiritual fulfillment. For Kody, the idea of discarding a wife is not just a relational decision but a spiritual one with eternal consequences. Each wife represents a covenant, not only with the woman herself but with God. And breaking that covenant, in Kody's eyes, would mean turning his back on the fundamental tenets of his faith. However, this explanation is only part of the story. Underneath the religious framework lies a much more complex and human reason for Kody's reluctance to walk away from his marriages despite the turmoil. The truth, as many viewers have speculated, goes beyond faith. It dives into Kody's emotional psyche, his fear of failure, his identity, and his place in the world that Sister Wives has built around him. Kody Brown, for all his boisterous confidence and loud proclamations of leadership, often seems a man deeply conflicted. Plural marriage, while promoted by his faith, also serves as a key part of his identity. Over the years, Kody has described himself not just as a husband, but as a father to a community. In some ways, Kody is the face of modern-day polygamy, one of the most public examples of a lifestyle that has often been shrouded in secrecy. Walking away from any of his wives would symbolize, to him, a dismantling of that identity. He has crafted a narrative of family unity, one that has endured public scrutiny and countless tabloid headlines. To lose a wife would mean losing a part of that narrative, an admission that his chosen lifestyle is perhaps not as ideal or sustainable as he once believed. But there's more to it. The emotional connections he has formed over the decades, even those that seem strained now, cannot be easily undone. Each of Kody's wives has, at different points, been a pillar in his life. Meri was his first wife, the one who took the initial leap with him into plural marriage. Janelle brought stability and a pragmatic approach, a balance to Meri's more emotional tendencies. Cristin, with her vivacious spirit, has often been the glue, the one who cared for the family's emotional well-being, especially when Kody was absent. And Robin, the newest wife, brought with her a new dynamic, one that both strengthened and complicated the family structure. In the earlier seasons of Sister Wives, Kody seemed to revel in the delicate balancing act of keeping his wives happy. His ability to juggle their needs and emotions became a source of pride. But as the years went by, cracks began to show. The emotional toll of plural marriage, compounded by the pressures of raising children, financial strain, and the increasingly public nature of their lives, began to wear on the relationships. Cristin's eventual decision to leave was a watershed moment, one that left many wondering why Kody hadn't made the decision first. The reason Kody didn't discard his wives, even when tensions reached their peak, lies not only in his commitment to his faith, but also in his deep fear of loss. Plural marriage for Kody is not just about maintaining multiple relationships, it's about maintaining a sense of purpose. Each wife, each child, represents a piece of the empire he has built, both in a familial and a societal sense. To walk away from a wife would mean walking away from that empire, a symbolic disintegration of everything he has spent his adult life creating. And there's the fear of isolation. Kody has often spoken about how plural marriage is designed to prevent loneliness. With multiple wives, the idea is that a man is never truly alone. But as the emotional chasms between him and some of his wives widened, the reality of his isolation became more apparent. Cristin's departure marked a moment of reckoning for Kody. It wasn't just that he had lost a wife. It was that he had lost part of his support system. To lose another would mean being even more alone, a prospect Kody seems ill-equipped to handle. There's also a pragmatic element at play. Over the years, Sister Wives has become a financial lifeline for the Browns. The show provides a significant income, allowing them to maintain their large, complicated family structure. The allure of reality television, combined with the public fascination with their lifestyle, has kept the Browns in the spotlight. For Kody, discarding a wife would potentially disrupt the family dynamic that viewers have come to know, and thus risk the financial security that the show provides. Ultimately, Kody's reluctance to discard his wives is a multifaceted issue. It's a mix of religious duty, emotional fear, personal identity, and pragmatic concerns. While the relationships may be strained, and in some cases, seemingly beyond repair, Kody's unwillingness to walk away is not surprising. For him, plural marriage is more than just a lifestyle. It's a defining feature of who he is. To abandon a wife would be to abandon himself, his faith, and the public image he has spent so many years cultivating. But as the story of the Browns continues to unfold, it's clear that the cracks in Kody's carefully constructed world are growing wider. The real question is not why Kody didn't discard his wives, but rather how long he can hold onto them before they walk away on their own terms. And, as audiences have seen with Cristin, sometimes the decision isn't in Kody's hands at all.